An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Food Fair has a new and convenient way for you to save. Introducing Clip and Save digital coupons. Just go to your local Food Fair, sign up for Cart Cash, then set up an online shopping account at foodfairmarkets.com, and you're ready to start clipping. Use your Food Fair app while shopping and click your item right there in the store. Your savings will be applied as you check out. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Save on all your favorite items with Clip and Save digital coupons. Food Fair, where convenience and quality meet.
Hi, I'm Casey Legg, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home in Charleston, you will find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're just like, nope. Neither team has punted. I mean, and they've only run, what, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 20. They've only run 27 plays. 70, 87.
Yeah, they didn't play a
Age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Looking for fair prices, professional service, and the most customer-friendly shop in the tri-state? Then Freedom Gun & Pawn in Lavalette is your kind of place. Freedom Gun & Pawn has the best selection of new, pre-owned, and vintage firearms, plus a large stock of ammo and accessories. Freedom Gun & Pawn is everything you want in a gun and pawn shop. Freedom Gun & Pawn, proud to support our local high schools and communities. Across from Food Fair in Lavalette, online at freedomgunandpawn.com.
Hi, I'm Zach Lawton. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. When I'm back home in Charleston, you can find me in my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud, West Virginia strong, and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the
Thornhill Motor Mile.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on that other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
My Town Truck and RV of South Point is open for business. They have a huge selection of trucks and RVs with the best financing services out there. Buy with ease at My Town Truck and RV. Taking the next step towards ownership has been simplified. Their finance experts are ready to help you secure a low rate today. Visit their website at mytowntruckandrv.com. Fill out the pre-qualification app with no credit impact. Stop by today. My Town Truck and RV, located at 154 County Road 450 in South Point.
Hey Google, can you order me a McDonald's Happy Meal, please?
A Happy Meal is a form of kids' meal sold at the fast food restaurant chain McDonald's since June 1979.
I already know that.
You know so much. I admire that.
Hey Google, I'm waiting for my Happy Meal.
Happy Meal? I'm not sure.
I like a girl toy in my Happy Meal, chicken McNuggets, Go-Gurt, and an apple juice.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Mom! Hey, Google's not working!
According to Wikipedia, the Happy Meal contains a main item, a side item, and a drink.
Hey Google, I'll just get something from my mom instead.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Where it is halftime, but just a few minutes left in the half, and it's time to take a look at some local scores, Woody.
there's some certainly interesting ones. Number 1, Musselman trails at Wheeling Park, the number 13th ranked team, 13-7 at halftime. Morgantown's number 11. They're at number 2, Parkersburg, and that one's tied in the third quarter, 27-27. It's amazing how often the visiting team wins in the Hurricane Cabell Midland battle, and right now it's number 5 Hurricane up on number 3 Midland, 20-14. They are in the third quarter already. Spring Valley's back to form against Capitol. The number 6 Timberwolves up 35-0, and they haven't quite reached half. Martinsburg smashing Springs Mills, number 7 Bulldogs, 56-0 in the third quarter. And I believe they were tied with Bridgeport, which they must be off tonight because we don't have them playing in all these scores. Number 10 GW wearing out St. Albans, 51-7, second quarter. Number 14 Woodrow Wilson didn't get much better for them with Princeton this week and the third quarter. They trail Princeton 42-7.
Oh, no, it hasn't.
Damn, that score is quite surprising. Princeton just 3-2. Woodrow looking to fall to 5-3. Brooke is number 16, but they're trailing John Marshall 10-0 at half. Oak Hill is leading Buchanan Upshur. That would get Oak Hill to 5-3 at 17-7 right now at halftime with the Buck-Ups. Greenbrier East beating Ripley at half, 35-8. Berkeley Springs and Hampshire will meet tomorrow on Saturday, and Riverside is beating South Charleston 19-0. Look at a couple of those close by scores. Chapmanville beating Wayne 14-6, and also Mingo Central beating Shady Springs 14-0. And quickly, we've got Winfield beating Sissonville at the half. The number 5 Generals 56-6. We're going to take our final break and come back for the kickoff of the second half between Huntington and Parkersburg here on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
If you're craving new adventures, need to get back to business, or simply want to reconnect again, Yeager Airport is here to make sure your travel experience is as easy as possible. With convenient parking within walking distance of the terminal and security lines with short waiting times, Yeager Airport is one of the most passenger-friendly airports in the nation. If you're ready to return to the skies, Yeager Airport is ready to get you there. Fly CRW, West Virginia's premier airport.
Coach Billy Seals and the Huntington High School football team would like to thank all their sponsors for their generous donations this season. If you'd like to support the Highlanders, please email for more information.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
In a 5 spot last week.
Dear West Virginia, are you craving new adventures, need to get back to business, or just ready to reconnect with the world again? Let Yeager Airport take you there with a safe and easy travel experience. Convenient covered parking within walking distance of the terminal, and short check-in and security lines. Yeager Airport is one of the most passenger-friendly airports in the country. Fly CRW, West Virginia's premier airport.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute and Cabell County Schools, is brought to you in part by Jason W. Elkins at Elkins State Farm Agency. Jason can help you find coverage that works for you. Jason W. Elkins, State Farm Agent, 4346 5th Street Road, Huntington. TaxMasters ProBooks Plus is your tax and bookkeeping specialist. Visit TaxMastersProBooksPlus.com or call 740-867-8333. Kindred Communications, radio, digital, events, print, kindredcom.net. Fueled by your neighborhood Parmar stores.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Milam, and I'm from Canova, West Virginia. When I'm back home in Canova, you will find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden blue pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
And if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
You know, if Huntington was up 30-0, you'd say, oh, well, wow, they haven't had the ball very much, but they're really rolling. But no, this has been a close, hard-fought game that Huntington just got up 20-7 just before the half.
It really has, and you mentioned the pick six, big turning point in this contest. And one thing that pitchers in baseball always say, oh, I had one mistake when they gave up a big home run or something. Yep. That's probably what Parkersburg's thinking right now. If we could eliminate that one big mistake, the pick six, it's anybody's ball game. But two-score game at the moment, so certainly Parkersburg could come back in this second half, battle back. The defense, though, has its work cut out for it with this Huntington high-powered offense.
And Huntington gets the ball to start the second half as we see Wayne Harris and Zaza Jackson drop back to get the kick. So those two are always dangerous no matter where they are or what exactly they're doing. So we'll see if Parkersburg tries. Beckley, of course, tried to short kick a couple of times and had less than success on that. So we'll see what Parkersburg does here to start the second half off. It wouldn't be a bad place to roll the dice for an onside kick. But if you do that, you put Huntington in midfield if you don't get it.
Yep, some give and take either way. Doing the kicking duties is Casey Stanley. Lining up the kick now. Stanley's kick, end over end down the field. And it's Wayne Harris who fields it at the 9-yard line. And runs all the way to the near side of the field. Had some space. Makes a cut back inside. Nice run by Wayne Harris. And a little scrum, almost rugby-like, being pushed forward to around the 40-yard line.
I think they blew the ball dead at about 39, so give him a plus 30 on a return. A tackle made by number 2 for Parkersburg, Andrew Stallnaker. That's the two brothers are playing out there. Matthew is number 23. He's a junior, and Andrew is also a junior, so they may even be twins.
Yeah, but that certainly looks as though that would be the case with the Stallnaker. So 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Ball on the 39-yard line. It's a quarterback keeper, Gavin Locko, running to the right side of the line. He is brought down at the 46-yard line.
And who did we just talk about? Matt Stallnaker.
That's
yes,
right.
He makes the tackle, number 23.
And it is a 7-yard pickup for Locko. It'll make it 2nd and 3. Shotgun formation for the Highlanders. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. A running back to Locko's right. And he hands it off to the running back. That's Zaza Jackson running to the far side of the field. He's got a first down. A 5-yard pickup for Zaza. And the ball now in Parkersburg territory. As the ball is placed at the 48-yard line. 11 minutes left in quarter number 3. Two receivers to the near side once again for Huntington High. Locko sends a man in motion, fakes the pitch, keeps it himself, runs right up the middle for another first down gain.
You might have noticed there he had both arms wrapped around that ball as he slid into the defense, getting the ball down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 12.
Locko losing the ball twice in the first half and one fumble on Parkersburg's about 3-yard line, so just short of the goal line. Stripped after a really big run. So what he mentioned, trying to protect that ball in the second half. 1st and 10, snap back to Laco, pitches the ball outside to Jackson. Great blocking to the outside. Zaza quickly scampers forward inside of the 20 out at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, eventually pushed out of bounds by number 11, Quavon Cyrus, a senior cornerback for this Parkersburg team.
A ball now in the red zone for Huntington High after a nice run by Zaza Jackson using that great speed of his.
About 16 yards picked up, puts him over 100.
1st and 10, snap back to Laco. It's Zaza again, running up the middle, cuts outside. He's in the end zone. Touchdown Highlanders. Zaza's 3rd touchdown of the game. A hat trick for Jackson.
No doubt, and that one was pretty easy. Got through great blocking up front by the offensive line, and then as he cut to the right, there was nobody out there for the one man looking for a block. Was one of the receivers was looking for somebody to hit, and he was just like, nope, come on this way.
Aye on for the PAT. Snap is good, the kick is up, and it is good. So just over a minute and a half into the second.
Hey Google, can you order me a McDonald's Happy Meal, please?
A Happy Meal is a form of kids' meal sold at the fast food restaurant chain McDonald's since June 1979.
I already know that.
You know so much. I admire that.
Hey Google, I'm waiting for my Happy Meal.
Happy Meal? I'm not sure.
I like a girl toy in my Happy Meal, chicken McNuggets, Go-Gurt, and an apple juice.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Mom! Hey, Google's not working!
According to Wikipedia, the Happy Meal contains a main item, a side item, and a drink.
Hey, Google, I'll just get something from my mom instead.
Good over there.
Bob Sang Stadium, where the Huntington Highlanders lead 27-7 over Parkersburg. Still 10.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. Johnny I kickoff down the field, picked up around the 29-yard line by Logan Hartshorn and returned 5 yards to the 34. 1st and 10, Parkersburg. Parsons back to pass, fakes the handoff and threw a pass over the middle, but behind his intended receiver, Anthony Ice.
Flag thrown down at the line of scrimmage after the play was over.
And it's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty called on Huntington High.
Well, I don't think it was. Gavin Laco had the quarterback pressure. The pass was incomplete, but it was a dead ball foul coming after the play was over, so moves the ball all the way up to the 49-yard line.
So certainly a pleasant sight to see if you are Parkersburg. Just went down 20 points, so needing to score some quickly. And the offense now set up at midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, but it's a running play. Handoff goes to Aiden Cook. He is able to make his way forward past the 50. And
one of the Huntington players down grabbing his left knee. Never a good thing.
Oh.
Looks like number 71, Malachi Sellers, maybe, who alternates at right guard with Jesse Adkins.
Yeah, hate to see any player get hurt, and as what he mentioned, grabbing at that knee, so certainly not the best area, but never want to speculate on an injury. So hopefully it is better than it looks.
Well, he had just started getting in the lineup the last couple of weeks and has done a nice job on both offense and defense. And it also gave him an extra guy for the 5-man.
That's right.
And he was very important in that last week. So
keeping others fresh.
Yeah, it sure is tough to see any kid go down, though. They've already got 2 or 3 people this season with an ACL. One of the young men helped us get in up here.
Yep.
He's having surgery Tuesday. So, he's walking pretty well on his own. So I'd like to think maybe he just got his leg caught up under him or something.
Yeah, making his way off the field with a slight limp. Still holding on to his leg, but hopefully he is able to get back on the field sooner rather than later.
That was a 3-yard gain for Cook, and he now has 11 carries, 73 yards.
So this upcoming play will be a 2nd and 7, but another brief stoppage as I believe that's head coach Billy Seals out near midfield talking with a couple officials.
That's rather odd. I can't imagine what you would be talking about there unless it was maybe a cut block. And if it's a late block, a cut block, he could be discussing that.
Yeah, that's as good as any guess I've got. 2nd and 7. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Parsons takes the snap, fakes the handoff, runs it himself. First to the right of his line, then cuts back inside. He's knocked down just short of the first down. It's going to be about a yard shy, so a 6-yard pickup.
4 carries for 16 yards for the quarterback tonight. Like we said, he's done a pretty nice job. He's incomplete on his first pass, but then gets helped out by the dead ball personal foul.
So 3rd and 1 now for Parkersburg. Struggled late in the second half on a short down and distance. This time it's a pass to the outside that is dropped.
Yeah, and that's a drop.
Yeah, Andrew Stolnaker really had every opportunity to make that catch, but maybe trying to think of what his next move was going to be before he secured the catch.
And it's another 4th down for Parkersburg, who has been 0 for 2 plus missed a field goal. So 0 for 3, I guess, in the red zone.
4th down has not been kind to the Big Reds up to this point. 4th and 1. Shotgun formation. Parsons takes the snap, hands the ball off to Cook, who runs to his right, and now
just a great
forward
effort.
For just enough. Needed 1, gets 2 yards. First down, Parkersburg.
Yeah, it was a really great effort to get those 2 yards, too. He just wouldn't be denied, and he's run hard all night, but that might be the hardest 2 yards he's gotten yet in the game.
And really when his team needed it the most, and they will continue to need conversions and really touchdowns sooner than later.
Yep.
8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Huntington leads 27-7. 1st and 10. Parsons takes the snap and hands it off to Cook again.
Gets pulled from behind by number 29. Christian Saunders got a hold of him first.
Another short pickup. This time it will be a 1-yard gain for Cook. So 2nd and 9.
Ty also in on the stop that time. The Wiz, as his teammates called number 1.
The ball now on the 39-yard line. Huntington's 39-yard line. 2nd and 9. Parsons takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Cook again, who has some space to work with up the middle. Running forward, and he's going to be close to a first down, but looks like he is going to be marked just short.
Jordan Price rode him from behind and managed to get him down before he quite reached the line. So a pickup of about 8 there brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Big Reds now tasked with trying to convert on 3rd and short. Offense breaks its huddle. 2 running backs set, 1-2 each of Parsons' sides. He takes the snap, hands the ball off, and it is going to be another Parkersburg first down.
That was the first carry of the day for number 34 for Parkersburg,
who I do not see on our roster.
We do not have him on the roster, so.
But a
nice pickup, though.
Good run by number 34, and he is able to give his team another fresh set of downs. The ball now placed at the 26-yard line.
About 5 yards there on the gain. Price with another stop.
Parsons back to pass on this 1st and 10, looking over the middle, and a hard hit made in the secondary. Nice job by the Huntington defense, putting a hit on Stallnaker, making certain he was not able to reel in that catch.
Yeah, it was a really great job in the secondary. Good quarterback pressure by number 2, Donovan Garrett, and then a pass broken up by Avante Crawford, the free safety. That's 3 passes for all 3 have been one incomplete, 1 drop, and now a pass broken up.
After the last incompletion, the clock stopped at 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Parsons back to pass once again. This time he connects with Matthew Stallnaker, who is brought down at the 10-yard line.
Khalif Ty makes the stop right at the 10, so it's a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And Parkersburg now knocking on the door, really could use a touchdown here and make this a 2-score game once again. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs in for the Big Reds. Parsons hands it off to one of them. It's Cook with the carry. Minimal pickup, makes his way forward.
He kind of had to cut that one up the middle a little earlier than he wanted to. Stopped by Robbie Martin in the middle there with Caillou Jackson. Kind of jammed up the middle after Donovan Garrett had broken free from his man. He forced the run to go back inside. So he picked up 3. That was more than it looked like was there to begin with on that run.
And it looks like incidental contact was made with the ball after it was already set. Somebody accidentally kicked it, so the officials blow the whistle, reset things back up.
2nd and goal, it's a 7.
2 receivers to the near side of the field, a running back to Parsons' right, but he's back to pass, lofts one toward the end zone, almost able to connect with Austin Fleming, his tight end, but the pass had just a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, good coverage in the backside there by Wayne Harris, and good quarterback pressure up front that time by 59. Adkins and number 73, Robbie Martin, both coming on that one.
So it is now 3rd and goal for Parkersburg. Really could use a touchdown.
I don't want to sound cliche, but you got to think they're in 4-down territory now, down 27-7.
Oh, I agree with you. Parsons takes the snap, looking to pass, throws toward the end zone. Pass is caught, and it's a touchdown. Anthony Ice with the score.
I'll tell you what, if Avante Crawford had been just maybe an inch taller, the ball skipped off his hands into Ice's hands behind him, but good for the touchdown.
And with the score, it is now 27-13 in favor of Huntington High. So it is a 2-score game with plenty of time left in the contest. Over 5 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Casey Stanley in to kick the point after.
Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Huntington leads 27-14 over Parkersburg. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
What's wrong?
Our bank just sold our mortgage to a company I've never even heard of before.
I didn't understand that was something that could happen. This is an out-of-state company. Well, this isn't a decision we would have made.
Looks like our bank made it for us.
At Huntington Federal, we never sell the mortgages of those who've entrusted us with something as important as the financing of their home.
Now what do we do?
I'm going to get online and apply for a new Huntington Federal mortgage today.
Huntington Federal. Local then, local now.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Down by the pylon. Harris took it, and he was surrounded. I didn't think he'd get out past the 10, but somehow he managed to get back to the 20.
Yeah, and excellent placement on the kick by Casey Stanley.
Yeah,
he is a really impressive athlete. We talked about this in the pregame. Woody, he not only kicks the ball, punts it, which hasn't really had to do tonight, but a solid wide receiver as well. Does a little bit of everything. 1st and 10, and it is a handoff. And running to the left side of the line for the Highlanders.
Was the big back, the Graves with the carry. He was out last week with a flu.
Yeah, I was about to say, had to double check myself. That's what I thought as well, but hadn't touched the ball in the past couple weeks, so
I guess that's a good pickup for him. 6 yards on his first carry.
Yeah, good to see Graves back out on the field. Has certainly made his presence felt. Went in the lineup, a good power back. Has a couple of touchdowns on the season, one rushing, one receiving. Shotgun formation for the Highlanders. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. But it's a quarterback keeper for Laco. And he runs forward for the first down and an additional yard.
He was stopped by the big man up front, A.J. Ellis, number 55, and also got some help from number 13, Logan Hartshorn, the free safety.
Ball just short of the 32-yard line.
Give him 6 on that carry. And that puts him over 100 yards. He's at a 103 on 7 rushes.
1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Laco takes the shotgun snap, passes the ball complete to Wayne Harris. He is knocked down right at the 45-yard line.
Looked like the player for Parkersburg, the safety, made a tackle. He got his hand around the front, but he didn't grasp.
Yep.
It came across the front of the face mask because you could see a couple of guys downfield going, wait, what about that? But he had it in the face mask position, but didn't grasp. So that just turns out to be a 13-yard gain.
Does just enough to avoid the penalty. But it is another first down for Huntington High. 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Laco takes the shotgun snap, quickly passes the ball to the outside. It's Zaza Jackson. Makes a few men miss and is able to cut upfield and past the 50-yard line. Makes his way all the way to Parkersburg's 48, so it's a 7-yard gain.
That looked like it was going to go for about 1 yard. he made a move and came back inside. Robbie Martin was blocking 23, the linebacker, Stallnaker. He hit him twice. He shielded him the first time, and the next time he knocked him on his behind, but he took a lot of pain for 7 yards there.
A nice catch and run by Zaza. 2nd and 3. A similar looking play, but this time it's a pass to Harris to the far side of the field.
That one was backwards also, so it will be a run.
And a hard hit made at the end of the play as Harris is brought down. A short pickup. I believe they will give him 1 yard, so it'll make it 3rd and 2. One minute and 55 seconds left in the quarter. Huntington leads 27-14 over Parkersburg. A few adjustments were needed to be made by Laco, calling out some signals to a few players who lined up incorrectly, and with that, Huntington High requests a timeout.
Well, C.J. Crawford, the offensive coordinator, called the timeout, and he was doing his best Billy Seals as he left the side. He's yelling, the play card's flying around, he's got his hands up in the air. I mean, very much like his mentor as the head coach. C.J. was getting after his offensive group.
This is an animated coaching staff.
Yes, to say the least.
So the timeout requested with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Huntington leading by 13 points. Would love to make this a 3-score game.
Just announced the middle scorer and the loss, and the crowd, of course, cheering here at Huntington for that score being announced. The final is 28-14. We have fourth quarter on our scoreboard, but they say it was a final.
And that's where we're headed next week.
Yep.
3rd and 2. Laco takes the snap, hands the ball off to Graves. And the big back powers his way forward inside of the 40, down at the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, once Yedrick Graves, and he didn't play a lot last year. He had some carries, but not a bunch. He's still kind of learning the position. If he'll plant and go straight ahead like that, he's going to have a lot of success.
A 9-yard pickup by Graves. He gets another carry, running to the left side of the line. Not much space to work with on this carry,
but going straight ahead. He got
right.
2 yards that time. So the holes will be there if you keep hitting them. The offensive linemen are going to say, let's keep blocking for this guy. Because otherwise, I mean, you just don't want them to give up on that being a thing.
That's certainly right. And it's a 2-yard pickup by Graves. Make it 2nd and 8. 50 seconds left in the third. Laco receives the shotgun snap, looks to pass, but tucks it and runs up the middle of the field quickly into the Parkersburg secondary. He's got a first down and more.
He's wrapped up there by number 60, DJ Shambliss. He's listed at 5'11". He looks about 5'8" down there on the field, but he came up and made a nice tackle there. He is actually very active for them, and that's his 8th tackle of the year, just a sophomore, only playing defense.
14-yard pickup by Laco. Places the ball on the 22-yard line.
4th first down of this drive for Huntington.
13 seconds left in the quarter. Laco receives the snap, and it's a backward pass to Graves, but Graves having to make just a little bit of an adjustment to make the catch, and then stumbles down, falls in the backfield, and that is the final play of the third quarter. After 3, Huntington leads 27-14 over Parkersburg. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family-owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Looking for fair prices, professional service, and the most customer-friendly shop in the tri-state? Then Freedom Gun & Pawn in Lavalette is your kind of place. Freedom Gun & Pawn has the best selection of new, pre-owned, and vintage firearms, plus a large stock of ammo and accessories. Freedom Gun & Pawn is everything you want in a gun and pawn shop. Freedom Gun & Pawn, proud to support our local high schools and communities. Across from Food Fair in Lavalette, online at freedomgunandpawn.com.
Out to Bob Sang Stadium for the start of the fourth quarter, where Huntington leads Parkersburg 27-14. It is 2nd and 17 after a 7-yard loss. And the 2nd and 17 pass goes to Wayne Harris. And man, he is putting the moves on the Big Reds. There were 4 guys standing right around him, and just put his foot in the turf, cuts the other way, and able to get forward for a few more yards. He is inside of the 20, down at the 17-yard line. A really nice catch and run by Harris.
About a 12-yard gain.
Third down, Locko looking for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but flags on the field. Some contact made in the end zone. Maybe pass interference call coming up.
And Robbie Martin was downfield, and C.J. Crawford's getting after him. He went downfield on the pass before the ball was thrown.
The flag near the line of scrimmage, so would have to imagine that you are right, Woody. It looked semi-close to maybe pass interference where the contact was made if the ball was there yet, but it is a penalty on the offense, but that penalty is declined. So that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, you know, you throw the ball into the end zone, so now they're going to give first time in a long time field goal attempt here coming up. Approximately a 34-yarder by Johnny Ai.
Ai on for the kick. Snap is good. The kick is up. And it is no good. Hate to see that, Woody. Ai had so much success last season, but really struggling with the field goals up to this point this season.
He's 0 of 3 officially. There have been a couple other extenuating circumstances, like a bad snap, and then the one that was short at Spring Valley, and they moved him up 5, and he re-kicked. But it just seems like his confidence is not there. I know he's had a little wear on his leg this year playing soccer and playing football both, but Parkersburg in a pretty good place here. 1st and 10 at its own 20. Plenty of time left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, especially after an empty possession by Huntington High. Parkersburg looking to capitalize and make this a one-score game. Parsons back to pass to start this drive. It's a screen pass. He connects with Cook, who is able to make his way to the 24-yard line before he is brought down. Well, now the official steps back a yard, so mark him down at the 23, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, play looked like it was going to pick up more than just 3 yards, but a nice tackle coming up was Wayne Harris.
Parkersburg really liking that running back screen pass, going to that a couple of times in tonight's game. 2nd and 7 for the Big Reds. 10.5 minutes left in regulation. Huntington leads by 13. Parsons back to pass, directing traffic downfield, lofts the ball for Ice, but the ball goes off his hands. He tried his darndest to make the catch. Would have been a great play, but the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, really good coverage by Wayne Harris, who was right behind him and kind of obscuring his view. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Also quarterback pressure by Robbie Martin.
The clock stops at 10 minutes and 23 seconds with the incomplete pass. The Parkersburg offense breaks the huddle. Shotgun formation as the Big Reds have used pretty much all night long. Trips receivers to the far side. Parsons back to pass. Lofts the ball toward midfield and in and out of the hands of Stallnaker.
And broken up by Avante Crawford. The coverage was by Jordan Price, who was running step for step with the wide receiver. Kind of impressive for the linebacker. But Avante came over and knocked the ball right out of the receiver's hands.
Yeah, really good coverage. And that was Andrew Stallnaker, the intended target.
I don't know what they're going to do, but we haven't had a punt tonight, have we, by either team?
I don't believe so, but...
Are they going to stay in and go for it? I think, well you got a player they're helping off, too.
I see
Casey. Yeah, that's the quarterback.
Oh, my goodness.
Number.
Yeah, that is certainly could be a big factor near the end of this contest. And
so Stanley in to kick, number 4.
And Parsons, as soon as he reached the sidelines, he went ahead and laid down, and trainers attending to him now. Stanley back to punt, standing on his own 10-yard line. Wayne Harris back to return. The ball takes a Parkersburg bounce and rolls.
Pretty good punt.
All the way inside of the 25, down at the 24-yard line.
So he kicked it 24-24. Not bad for a 52-yard punt.
Yeah, really nice kick by Stanley. He's got a good leg on him.
It was high. There probably would have been a return, and that's why Harris just let it hit. You know, Huntington, they just as soon line up and go with it.
Let the
offense.
Yeah,
Yep.
Let the offense go to work. And they will do so with 10 minutes left in regulation. Huntington leads 27-14 and is looking for more. Strive will start on Huntington's own 24. Laco has to leave his feet to receive the snap, and it's a quarterback keeper.
He's tackled by number 6, Andrew Williamson, the middle linebacker in the 3-3-5 set.
It's a 5-yard pickup for Laco, brought down at the 29-yard line. Offense not in a big hurry, knowing that the game clock is on their favor. Laco receives the shotgun snap, looks to pass, connects with Wayne Harris, who makes the first defender miss, and then a few defenders collaborate together to bring him down.
You know, he has such a sense about him, though. He caught that pass, not looking at the defender behind him, but he spun, and the guy went right by him. I'm like, how does he even know which way to spin on a play like that? He is just a great guy with the catch, making a move and getting open all the way up to the 42.
Yeah, great awareness. So a 13-yard pickup by Harris gives Huntington High a first down. And Jonathan Jackson gets a touch, receives the pitch, and runs to the outside, to the far side of the field, brought down after a short gain. Picks up about one, maybe a yard and a half on the play.
Yeah, he gets it from the 42 to the 44, so we'll give him a couple there.
So second and a long 8 with 8.5 minutes left in regulation. Trips receivers to the near side of the field, one to the far side. Running back in, that's Zaza Jackson. He gets the pitch and runs to the left. A bunch of carry, cuts back to the right, picks up another blocker, and he's going to be in the end zone. Another Zaza Jackson touchdown. That's his 4th of the game.
Wow. I mean, that was incredible. He cut through the line, spun to the right, then picked up a great block by McNeely downfield that sprung that play for the final 20 yards. I'm not sure they could have caught him anyhow, but it's nice to see those receivers blocking downfield.
Oh, man, a great block thrown downfield. And Huntington gets a little extra cushion. Leading by 2 scores, you can't be comfortable there, and obviously can't get too comfortable up by 3 scores, but feels much better. And tack on another point as Johnny II's PAT is up and good with 8 minutes and 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Huntington leads 34-14. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on that other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
70 plus, but
back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where we are just about midway through quarter number 4. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left in the quarter, and after Zaza Jackson's 4th touchdown of the game, the Highlanders lead 34-14.
Number 5's had his ankle wrapped up. The right ankle has a heavy tape job on it, but he's going to come out and give it a try for Parkersburg.
1st and 10 for the Big Reds. The ball on the 38-yard line. And
he had the rush coming in his face, Donovan Garrett, and he had to throw that one way before the receiver was ready.
Yeah, excellent job by the pass rush as this game moves on, really making their presence felt in the backfield and forcing that incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Clock stops at 7 minutes and 54 seconds. And there's actually a penalty marker down on the field. Did not see that right away. And
I can't imagine what they called on Huntington there, but
penalty on Huntington.
10-yard defensive holding, I would guess.
The ball now placed at the 48, just shy of midfield. First and 10 for the Big Reds.
That's the first Huntington penalty in the second half.
Oh, wow. Certainly cleaning that up as the game has moved on. Parsons back to pass and connects with his intended target. That's Anthony Ice. Nice catch and run by Ice. He is all the way up to the 26-yard line.
26 yards on the game.
Parsons really done a nice job throughout this game, passing the ball down the field. Mentioned in the pregame, over 1,000 yards through the air entering tonight's contest, and 13 touchdown passes on the season.
4 catches for Ice for 56 yards on the offense.
He's had a nice night as well.
Yes, he has.
1st and 10 for the Big Reds. Ball on the 26-yard line. Parsons takes the snap, hands it off to Aiden Cook, who runs to the right side of his line. Good blocking by the Big Reds. It's going to be another first down. A pickup of 11. Ball placed at the 16-yard line.
Caillou Jackson made the stop in the middle.
So the ball now in the red zone for the Big Reds.
That's 97 yards on 16 carries for their big back Cook. Aiden Cook has done a nice job of running the ball.
Offense, honestly, it's not been the biggest problem for Parkersburg. Just stopping Huntington's offense has been the issue. 1st and 10, Parsons takes the snap, hands the ball off. It's Fleming with the carry, spins out of a tackle, runs over another defender,
and the ball's
and
loose.
The ball's stripped out.
Wayne Harris stripped it out.
Fleming was just a yard shy of a great touchdown, but instead it's a turnover.
Coming up with the ball is 33, Jordan Price. I was just about to say they were infuriating me because they were just trying to strip the ball away instead of tackle the man, and he's going to score. And then Wayne Harris and Jordan Price just say, oh, Woody, be quiet. You're thinking old school football.
And so now both teams in tonight's game fumbling the ball inside of their opponent's 5-yard line. And now the Highlanders will need to go the entire length of the field to reach the end zone, but the offense needs a challenge.
Yeah, they're clear back at the 1-yard line. Hard to believe.
6 minutes and 25 seconds left in regulation. Laco takes the snap, hands the ball off to Graves, who runs straight ahead, trying to give his offense a little bit of breathing room. He's got about a 2-yard pickup. Ball will be placed at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, we'll call that a couple of yards, I think.
6 minutes left in regulation. Huntington may be looking to chew a little clock now.
This is Huntington's just their 8th offensive possession of the game.
Empty set for the Highlanders. Laco takes the snap, looks to pass. Intended pass for Zaza Jackson. Pass incomplete, but penalty marker down on the field.
Yeah, he went over the helmet. He wasn't necessarily playing the ball. He looked like he was kind of playing the player that time and got called. It might have gone either way.
And it is on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty. And that will give the Highlanders a first down. And, more importantly, some breathing room.
And that's also the first penalty on the Big Reds in this half, but a major penalty. They've got 7 for -60.
Empty set for Huntington High once again. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And Laco sends a man in motion, fakes the jet sweep, and carries it himself up to the 30-yard line. It's a 12-yard pickup for the Highlanders quarterback.
He now has 10 carries for 132 yards, trailing Zaza Jackson by about 50 yards on the game for honors.
Those two really tearing it up on the ground this evening.
Well, and you heard Billy Seals say in the pregame he thought Zaza last week was beginning to look like the back they hoped he could be, and he's improved on that this week.
Oh, he really has, and he gets another carry here. A pitch to the outside. Zaza looking for space, doesn't need much of it. Darts forward for another nice gain.
Forced out of bounds by number 2, Andrew Stallnaker, making the push out of bounds. He and Harris both, they just look for an opening, and if you give them the smallest crease, they're off to the races.
And the smallest crease this time turns into a 6-yard pickup.
So that gives him 194 yards on just 8 carries.
2nd and 4. 4.5 minutes left in regulation. Zaza sent in motion. Doesn't get the ball this time. Laco back to pass. Has Wayne Harris down the field. Makes the catch at the 25. Jukes a man. Jukes another and finally brought down right at the 15-yard line.
That is the 4th pass he's caught in this half. And this one without doubt the longest one of all.
Close to a 50-yard pick, I believe about a 49-yard gain on the play. If the scoreboard was correct.
49.
First and 10, ball on the 15-yard line. Huntington in the red zone looking for more points. Laco has to leap up to get the shotgun snap. Hands the ball off to Graves.
Face mask.
Powers forward for a nice gain, and additional yards going to be tacked on as his face mask was grabbed.
You could see it being pulled clear around
Oh,
from
yeah.
back here where we are, and so did the head linesman over here see that play. He gained, as it was, down to about the 6-yard line. So a really nice run that time by Graves.
Still waiting on the official signal, and yes, it was a face mask, as we all guessed. So that will move the ball.
First and goal at the 3.
So, yeah, great result after the nice run by Graves, and personal foul by the Big Reds. First and goal, shotgun formation. Graves gets the carry, runs to his left, cuts inside and in the end zone for the touchdown.
That play was made possible by 21 Marshall Christus with a great seal block. The defensive end turned and looked at the ref like, I'm being held. No, it was a sensational block, and Graves showed really good speed to the outside there in getting out there and around for the touchdown.
Oh, he really did. Usually he is the no nonsense, I'm running the ball right at you running back, but showing some elusiveness on that play. The PAT is up and good with 3.5 minutes left in regulation. Huntington High leads 41-14 over Parkersburg. We're going to step aside for another short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on EA.
Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute and Cabell County Schools, is brought to you in part by Jason W. Elkins at Elkins State Farm Agency. Jason can help you find coverage that works for you. Jason W. Elkins, State Farm Agent, 4346 5th Street Road, Huntington. TaxMasters ProBooks Plus is your tax and bookkeeping specialist. Visit TaxMastersProBooksPlus.com or call 740-867-8333. Kindred Communications, radio, digital, events, print, kindredcom.net. Fueled by your neighborhood Parmar stores.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
From about the 21.
Stadium. I'm Christian Palmer, welcome alongside by Woody Woodrum. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in regulation, and Huntington up big. The score is 41-14 in favor of the Highlanders. Johnny I kickoff, booted down the field and returned from the 21 out to around the 29-yard line by Aiden Cook. First and 10, Parsons back to pass, play action pass, connects with his target and a hard hit on the end of the play. Xavier Robinson having to pay the price for that catch.
Sure did. Looked like number 11, Jonathan Jackson, came over and really put the lumber to him. It is a first down, though.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup for Robinson. Exactly 3 minutes left in regulation. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs set. Parsons fakes it to a back, and lofts it down the field. Nobody really particularly close to that pass. Not certain if he was just trying to get it away or off target or
I don't know if the receiver who went deep, number 13, Logan Hartshorn, if he was supposed to come back to the ball. But really, Khalif Ty was the only player that was even within 10 yards of that pass. And it was so thrown that nobody could have caught it, no one from Parkersburg team or the Huntingtons.
So after the incompletion, it is 2nd and 10. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the contest. Parsons takes the shotgun snap. Immediate pressure on him. Highlander defenders draped all over him, and he is finally brought down.
Dwayne Harris went on the corner blitz. He was the first guy to hit him. Then he jumped up on his shoulder pads to ride him. Fortunately, he got some help there in the form of Caillou Jackson, and I believe maybe Donovan Garrett were there to help.
A couple of teammates chipping in to help bring down Parsons for a 2-yard loss. Makes it 3rd and 12.
I think I'll give Harris a solo on the sack that time. He would eventually have got him down.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
2 minutes left in the contest. 3rd and 12. Parsons receives the snap, fakes the handoff, and throws the ball outside.
Oh, really good open field tackle by Zaza Jackson. We've seen him make good tackles all season long, but at the 46-yard line, he just goes low, wraps the man up, does it like tacklers have been doing forever in this game.
And not a bad route to go on the 6'3", 220-pound senior Austin Fleming.
Yeah, exactly, and you hold him to only a 4-yard gain besides.
So it is now 4th down for the Big Reds. 4th and 6, 1 minute and 13 seconds left in regulation. Empty set. Parsons back to pass. Some pressure on him, but he finds a man over the middle. That's Ice with the reception. He is inside Huntington's 40-yard line, brought down at the 38. So that was about a 16-yard pickup.
Yes, sir.
On the play. And now a stoppage. Was glancing down as the official signaled which way the timeout goes, but our PA announcer just let us know that it was Parkersburg requesting the timeout with exactly a minute left. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line when things resume. And Woody, it's been an excellent all-around game by Huntington High again, but you want to finish it off with another stop.
Yeah, you'd like to, or pick, force fumble, something like that. You know, it's been a nice game for Ice. He's leading only the tight end, Fleming, has 3 catches. Ice has 6 catches for 92 yards. He didn't come in as their number 1 guy, but he might leave here with that.
He's been really productive tonight. Parsons back to pass, looking down the field. Nice throw to the far side of the field, and the catch is made. That is Matthew Stallnaker with the reception.
Yeah, that time Wayne Harris just knocked him out of bounds. I don't think he thought he could climb the Matt, who's a pretty big kid himself, 6'1", 165.
So about a 20-yard pickup on the play. Places the ball on the 18-yard line. Parsons receives the snap. Looks to pass, but tucks it and runs. And tries to throw a stiff arm before he runs out of bounds at the 10-yard line, an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, nice stop there. Carson Carter got the stiff arm, stayed with it, and got him out of bounds.
So the Big Reds likely with time for a couple more plays. 26 seconds left on the game clock.
Second and 2 at the 10, trying to put some more points on the board. Keep working on yourself here.
It's another empty set for the Big Reds. 2 receivers to the near side of the field, 2 to the far side of the field. Parsons receives the shotgun snap, throws the ball near the goal line, and the catch is made, but just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Knocked down at the 2-yard line. That was
Casey Stanley came up with that one.
Yeah, Stanley, the kicker, punter, wide receiver extraordinaire, does a little bit of everything. Almost had a touchdown, but knocked down at the 2-yard line. And Parkersburg using its last timeout with 20 seconds left. Both teams talking things over. And now jogging back onto the field. Parkersburg using the passing game to get the ball down the field on this drive, but Aiden Cook, who has done an excellent job running the ball this evening, checks back into the contest, standing to Parsons' left. And Parsons fakes the handoff to Cook, rolls to his left and launches the ball to the end zone, and it is a Parkersburg touchdown. And that was Austin Fleming with the touchdown catch. The 6'3" tight end reels in Parkersburg's third touchdown of the game with 13 seconds left. Now Stanley on for the PAT. Snap is good, and the kick is blocked.
Robbie Martin came right up the middle to block the PAT.
And a big fist bump after. You could tell he was really happy with himself after that.
You know, over the last 3 weeks, that's the 4th block kick, 3 punts, and a field goal, or an extra point now. Pretty good job by this Huntington special teams.
Oh, and an excellent job, and just another way that you can make an impact on the game. Martin, who does an excellent job on the offensive end, opening up holes for his running backs and giving time for his quarterback to throw, adding in a little extra there. So we'll keep it here as just 13 seconds left in the game. Do not want to be caught on break when the contest ends.
Well, and you know, hopefully we're not going to have to go through the rigmarole of an onside kick, but they might. They might.
Never know. Parkersburg offense.
Huntington
certainly up now. And,
Huntington's got the hands team out there, that's for sure. And this is something you work on because you might need it in a much closer game than a 3-touchdown lead.
Stanley lining up the kick. And certainly appears as though he is going to attempt an onside.
They've got 6 men on this side and 4 on the other side. Huntington's got 5 up front, 4 more. They're all receivers, backs, and so forth.
And they kick the ball all the way down the field. And it's Gavin Locko, the man back there, but he just lets the ball trickle all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they lined up like they were coming on it, and I don't know if he thought he could just kick it down there with only one returner back, but Locko was like, that's going in the end zone.
Yep.
I don't need one more hit tonight.
Smart play by the Highlander quarterback.
Even though Parkersburg has timeout left, you got to take a knee and go home here.
Yep. And even if they use the timeout, just take another knee.
Yeah.
Offense out on the field. Certainly appears as though they will be taking a knee. It's got to be every coach's favorite play in football, victory formation.
Yeah, it's nice.
Larco takes the snap and kneels down. And that will do it. Parkersburg does not use its last timeout. The clock hits triple zeros, and Huntington wins 41-20 over Parkersburg, and the Highlanders have won their 6th straight game, Woody.
Yeah, and played very well tonight in just a whole lot less plays. I mean, as you look at these two stat sheets, you can see Parkersburg threw the ball 27 times. Their leading rusher, Cook, carried it 16 times for 97 yards, and quarterback 5 times for 24 yards. They, they had a couple of passing touchdowns through the air and one run by 28. But it just, they had a lead in first downs and things like that, time of possessions, all that. But Huntington got the win where it mattered on the scoreboard, 41-20, and now they've got to go face a Cabell Midland team. Can't be very happy after Hurricane goes in and makes it a 35-14 win for number 5 Hurricane over number 3 Midland. And, Parkersburg South rallied at number 2 to get the win against Morgantown, 44-41. So South should stay there. But number 1 Musselman went down to Wheeling Park, 34-7.
Wow.
So you got to think it's going to be Parkersburg South number 1, Huntington number 2 maybe next week.
Hey, that's what I'm thinking as well, and already looking forward to next week's matchup. But first, we've got the post-game show. We'll have that after this break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
If you're craving new adventures, need to get back to business, or simply want to reconnect again, Yeager Airport is here to make sure your travel experience is as easy as possible. With convenient parking within walking distance of the terminal and security lines with short waiting times, Yeager Airport is one of the most passenger-friendly airports in the nation. If you're ready to return to the skies, Yeager Airport is ready to get you there. Fly CRW, West Virginia's premier airport.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute and Cabell County Schools, is brought to you in part by Jason W. Elkins at Elkins State Farm Agency. Jason can help you find coverage that works for you. Jason W. Elkins, State Farm Agent, 4346 5th Street Road, Huntington. TaxMasters ProBooks Plus is your tax and bookkeeping specialist. Visit TaxMastersProBooksPlus.com or call 740-867-8333. Kindred Communications, radio, digital, events, print, KindredCom.net. Fueled by your neighborhood Parmar stores.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
But 2 plays later, it was big number 5, Zaza Jackson, with the first of his 4 touchdowns tonight, an interception pick that went the other way, and then later he would score on a 76-yard run, then a 19-yard run, then a 56-yard run. All in all, unofficially, 8 carries for 194 yards, 4 touchdowns in the game for him. And we saw a forced fumble by Jordan Price, recovered by Wayne Harris, who caught 6 passes for 131 yards and 1 touchdown for him tonight to tie the record of Deion Jackson from about 2015. And then even at the end, you saw the kick block by Robbie Martin. So they were playing hard throughout this game tonight. And I think that's really a tip of the hat to the Huntington kids, because they are keeping the focus, even though they're winning sometimes easily in these games.
Yep.
They're keeping their focus very much on playing the game. And, you know, you shouldn't have to get anyone's attention with these next 3 games. You're at Midland, your biggest rival. They'll be spoiling to get after Huntington and try to get back up in the playoffs as high as they can finish. Then you've got senior night against St. Albans. And even though St. Albans not very good, senior night can certainly emotionally sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Last time on the field.
Yep. I mean, it's a tough thing to do with your parents and your girlfriend and all that out there.
Yep.
And then you go down to Hurricane, who is obviously very good after beating Midland tonight, 35-14. They moved to 6-1, just as Huntington does, and it's going to be a whale of a final game, and could be all about who gets home field for the playoffs, and that should be a lot of fun. So I'm glad to see that Huntington's players, coaches, and even their fans, to some extent, are keeping focused on the task at hand, which is trying to get back and win the states if you can, get back to Wheeling one more time for this team, the 3rd time under Billy Seals if you do get back there. So they'll take it one game at a time, though, because, I mean, nothing would deter them from wanting to win the Shield in next week's game.
Oh, certainly not. Yeah, already looking forward to that matchup, and maybe a little even more so after tonight. And, you know, was thinking about this after last week's game. You know, your biggest rival, Spring Valley and Midland, all knotted up at 5-1, and so, you know, is anybody's opportunity to lead in that category at the end of the season. And obviously Midland with a loss tonight and Huntington with a win, looking even better there.
Yeah, Spring Valley and Martinsburg get big wins, 64-0 over Capital for Spring Valley and 63-0 over Springs Mills for Martinsburg. Even GW tonight put it on St. Albans pretty good, 64-26. So, I mean, things are tightening up. At this time of year, you know, the thing is you'd like to see teams that you've beaten, like Woodrow Wilson, come out and play better than a 56-7 loss to their rivals from Princeton. But, because you start gathering up points over people you've beat. So as long as Huntington takes care of its own business, though, they'll be in good shape.
And that will bring me to the thank yous portion of our broadcast. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you listeners. Woody and I greatly appreciate all of you tuning in to us weekly to get updated with Huntington High School football. There would be no reason to have the broadcast if not for you listeners, besides that we just enjoy coming out here and we love football. But thanks to each and every one of you. Also want to thank Gabriel Sellers, our producer, back in the KINDRED Communications Studios. Always appreciate Gabriel coming in on Fridays and making certain that this game can get on the air. Also, thanks to Paul Swan for giving us the opportunity and the time to get on the air. Thanks to Jimmy Morgan, our great statistician. Always love everything that Jimmy does for us. And finally, thanks to my color announcer, Woody Woodrum. Enjoyed this one just as much as the rest, Woody.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking forward to next week when we go and try to bring the Shield back here to Huntington and see if the Highlanders can't get that done.
That'll do it from Bob Sang Stadium, where Huntington wins 41-20 over Parkersburg. Have a great rest of your evening.